Hello everybody. Today, Angi Padilla and me, Carlos Ramirez, we talk about phosphorus adsorption characteristic of alum sludge, adsorption capacity, and the forms of phosphorus retained in alum sludge. This is a scientific article.
With the dishes of the wastewater contain a large amount of phosphorus into the water courses. Eutrophication in fresh water is becoming more and more serious. The deteriorating water quality causes the decrease in biodiversity, islands in animals and humans. In order to remove the excessive phosphorus, chemical adsorption is considered an efficient method, especially when using a low-cost absorbent. As an inescapable byproduct for waterworks, alum and ferric sludge are produced in flocculation process where aluminum and iron salt are used as the primer coagulant, and is necessary to carry the relationship between the charges of alum sludge and phosphorus adsorption capacity. This study aimed to investigate the charges and maximum phosphorus absorption capacity of the water and sludge from waterworks and Shandong province in China.
In the methodological part, first of all, we have the preparation and characterization of alum sludge obtained from 4 different factories located in Shandong province in China. From this sludge, the main chemical components are obtained by means of an energy dispersive spectrum. This data can be seen in the following table. Absorption characteristics of the phosphorus-rich wastewater used in the experiment were also tested by measuring the absorption kinetics and absorption isotherms. In the results section, we have on the one hand the characterization of the alum sludge used in the experiment. In this table we can observe the main components of all the sludge analyzed being aluminium, iron and calcium, the main ones. Likewise, by means of X-ray diffraction, it was possible to observe in the deshydrated sludge amorphous substance instead of crystalline aluminium components. By means of this data, it could be deduced that the difference of aluminium in the sludge depends on the dose and species of the coagulants during the water treatment, being the absorption of phosphorus depend on the aluminium content, providing a medium very prone to the absorption of phosphorus clearly.
As illustrated in a figure, the absorption quantity in all samples increases with time, and within the first half hour, the majority of phosphorus in the solution, higher than 80%, had been absorbed in all cases except that of Angi sludge, which was considered with the result of aluminum contains in the 4 samples. The phosphorus absorption was increasing at a very slow rate after 12 hours, and the equilibrium concentration were nearly reached within 24 hours. The reason is that in the initial absorption phase, there are relative more available series responsible of the ligand exchange and absorption of phosphorus into the sludge, and the results were in accordance with those obtained in other studies.
There are also results about the phosphorus absorption capacity of the sludge of the experiment. It was obtained that the initial concentration of phosphorus present in all cases increases thanks to the amount of phosphorus absorbed by the alum sludge, generating in some cases the equilibrium reaching an optimum level in the amount of phosphorus absorbed. These absorption capacities were studied and compared using 3 absorption isotherms for data analysis. Here we can observe the 3 isotherms used: Langmuir, Freundlich and Temkin. When using them, it was found that the Langmuir isotherms fit the data better than the other 2 models. For this reason, the alum sludge in this study indicate comparable phosphorus absorption capacity, but the results were relatively lower than those found in many other studies. In addition, these results are generated by a number of factors: the characteristics of the water to be treated, the location of the alum sludge produced, the coagulation dust, among others, such as the main properties of the sludge, the particle size, its surface area, and its chemical content, mainly aluminium, iron, calcium, phosphorus, and other elements. This resulting in the premise that the order of aluminum content corresponds to its order of phosphorus absorption capacity.
Components of aluminium and calcium had a significant effect on phosphorus absorption. Calcium-bound phosphorus has been proved to be more available for plants than aluminum or iron-bound phosphorus does. These results indicate that the use of alum sludge to absorb phosphorus in China may be a feasible practical technique for a water treatment. Results indicate that all the same sludge had high phosphorus absorption capacity. All samples in this study can be used as phosphorus absorbent, and the components of aluminum, calcium, and initial phosphorus concentration had a significant effect on phosphorus absorption.